Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. In this video I take on the Goldblum challenge, and I only did the first path and the boss. This started out as sort of a practice run. I have not done this before, I did not prepare. I did hear some folks talking about it and told me that Magic did very well. So I brought Magic in, I brought Hyperion for backup, I brought Black Widow for some synergies, and I wanted to see how Magic did, and it turns out she does very well. She's easily the MVP in this challenge. Now, my Magic is only rank 3, but as you will see, that is quite enough. I also brought Star-Lord and Rogue, mainly because Rogue, with the life transfer, is awesome, and Star-Lord just does a lot of damage, and frankly, I need more practice with him. He's only rank 4, and he will more than likely stay rank 4 for a long time because I have a 5-star Star-Lord, and I will not use those class catalysts for my 4-star when I have a 5-star. So those class catalysts for tech are going to stay there until I awaken my 5-star Star-Lord. But as you see, the strategy with Magic is pretty simple. She's not even awakened, but it doesn't matter. Get to her L2 and hit that L2, lock them down, wash, rinse, and repeat. That's pretty much what you're going to see throughout all of these fights. I do change it up because, as I said, I brought Star-Lord because I wanted to practice, but pretty much all the rest of the fights were Magic.
Fatality.
And a pretty easy kill. Now, the next fight up is Thor Jane Foster, and she is pretty easy to fight, but I wasn't sure about the boost, so I made sure I checked the boost out, something that I don't always do because I like to be surprised, but this time I decided, let me check things out, and I noticed that she had stun immunity. Now, I definitely need more practice with stun immune, but because of the life transfer, it was not really that big of a deal. Instead of having to intercept a lot, what you'll see is I ended up just blocking it, waiting for her to throw a heavy like that, and then attacking. And once I got to my L2, it was all over with. So coming up, I almost took an L. You see that I got hit by her SP1. Let me tell you a little background of what happened at that moment that she attacked. I have my line messenger up. I got several messages from multiple groups around the same time, and my phone rang. So I got severely distracted right then, got hit with the SP1, and was then just off for a little bit. Almost took that L. But that life transfer boost plus her SP3 saved me. After that near-death experience, I concentrated, focused on the fight, and didn't have any more problems for the rest of the fight, and finished it with more or less full health.
Headshot.
So the next fight up is against Angela, and honestly there wasn't really anything special about this fight. I have not had trouble fighting Angela in a very long time. When she first came out, until I learned her animations, I was getting hit by her specials, but once Magic gets to that L2 and locks him down, I don't have to worry about dodging her specials anyway, even though I can dodge them pretty decently now. So it's basically wash, rinse, repeat, get to that L2, lock them down, and finish them off. So something you may have noticed or may not have, but I'm not running suicides for this run. Now, when I actually come back in here and do the rest of the paths, I will be running suicides because I think they'll be a lot more fun, especially with the life transfer node. It more than compensates for the recoil damage. Also, Magic heals the recoil damage with her specials. So it's a win-win.
Godlike.
Next up is the Hulk, Amazing Green himself. Now I admit I was a little nervous about this fight, and basically that is because of past experiences with the Hulk. You know, I thought I had him and he was almost dead, and I made one mistake and lost all my life in one attack. That is how Hulk rolls. So I thought about using magic for this fight, even though she had the class disadvantage, but I brought Star-Lord so that I could practice with him. So I said, this is a good one, let me practice with Star-Lord. And I'm not going to try to do any fancy intercepts. I won't try to do anything crazy. I'm just going to block, let that life transfer heal me back up, and just build up his combo meter and see how many hits it's going to take for Star-Lord to take Hulk down. So Star-Lord did not have any problems. He ends up taking 59 hits to take Hulk down. And again, my Star-Lord is only rank 4. So a rank 5 would do even better with less hits, and a 5-star Star-Lord rank 3 or 4, even less hits. So next up is Doctor Strange, and I heard about him, so I was very worried about this fight. His unblockable special 2. You'll notice I didn't even check the nodes, and I had already formulated a plan. My plan was based on the premise that I absolutely suck at evading his special 2. So therefore, don't let him get to his special 2. That was my entire plan, and as you guys will see, I was able to execute it pretty well.
Flawless victory.
So now we're going to go to the boss. As I said, this was supposed to be a practice run, and I just wanted to get a nice little recording of one path through. Yes, the easiest path. And I wanted to see how well I do against Loki, because I heard all kinds of things about him. So I checked out his nodes, and I didn't see anything that really gave me any concern. I know how to fight Loki. And with magic, it's going to be the same thing. Lock him down with her L2 and just take him out. So it should have been pretty simple, but Kabam had to enter the mix, and you guys will see what ends up happening. I actually have him locked down, so it should be no problem, but I went to swipe back and she just stood there and took a heavy of all things from Loki. Not a special one, not a special two, but a heavy. And that just added insult to injury. And of course, Magic sadly did not survive. Alright, so after I take this heavy, it's all over with. And now I'm pissed. And I am about to beat him like he stole something. I'm going to do things to him that he's going to be afraid to tell anybody but his therapist. So I brought in Hyperion, because you know Hyperion is a beast. I didn't care that he had a class disadvantage. This is Hyperion. So watch and see what Hyperion does to Loki. Look at them fury stacks. Hyperion can feel the rage I felt at what happened to my Magic, who should have been able to take Loki out without any problem.
Finish him.
And that is how you beat down a Loki. Now, all jokes aside, I did get lucky in the end with that stun on his L2, because Loki could have come back with that L3 and took me out. But that's okay, because we took him down. So, if you liked the video, please consider clicking like. If you have not subscribed already, please consider giving me a subscription. Leave a comment below, let me know what you thought about the video. And you guys have a blessed day.